my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenville's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Ten payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Ten payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Prescott off play action. Out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66, and a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys at 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To the penalty, they go with Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. And
now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones.
That's complete to Tony. He's got room at the 30.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 8 yards out. And the Giants get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Jones trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And this will be caught at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. They're going to try and throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 66 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Now Jones on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a pass hauled in, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Jones on first down.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Barkley, inside handoff.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Now Jones. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give here to Pollard. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 76 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pollard going to try the right side. They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. With that run, going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Complete at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
And the slot man goes in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean,